Hello, my name is Matthew Turner, and today I'm going to be describing how a pull system or lean manufacturing is more efficient upon watching the extra credit video assignment number 2. And so, upon researching, I found out that Nike, for example, is one of the big companies that uses lean manufacturing to improve their quality. And so, in summary, lean manufacturing tries to reduce waste as well as improving quality at the same time. And for somebody like Nike who reuses 90% of waste materials already, that helps along with the process. And so for the simplicity of this example, I've made a small diagram of how you can expect to see something work. I apologize. I was trying to make my numbers work out and I was just going along, and so it looks bad and both are negative, but you can still see the difference as to how a pull system is more efficient. And so in a push system, we see that they work until the day is done. Essentially, everybody is individualist and they work amongst themselves. And so if you were to have been thrown a curveball and when life happens, there's a error in one of these operations, no one's going to catch it. And so there's a lot more waste that's done. There's a lot more output. There's a lot more work in process. As once the day is done, the product just sits on the assembly line. And so that's more material that's wasted. That's more scrap that it's thrown out. And so it's more expensive essentially. And so for the simplicity, like I said, I did 5 operations, and it's 5 operators, 5 spaces. So you have the body. Let's say they construct the body here, and then they're going to move it to construct the upper body, and then there's going to be the sole of the shoe that's added. They're going to have a lacing operator, and then that's going to push it towards the finished good. And so let's say, for an example, in one work day, there was 5 shoes that were, so Nike outsources their factories. They don't directly make their products themselves. And so let's say this factory for Nike was able to produce 5 goods. There's 5 goods that are still sitting on the assembly line at the end of the workday. We have 5 individual operators with 5 individual spaces. And so we're going to be able to calculate that our cost of goods is going to be $750. And if we sell each shoe at only $75, we're only going to be netting home $375. And so we're going to leave the day with negative 375. And so why is this type of system inefficient? Is because everybody's working individually and they're just working just to work, right? And so you can see products sitting on the assembly line waiting to be transferred to the next station. And so that's why this is largely inefficient, because you're wasting time with it sitting on the assembly line. You're wasting material, and you're wasting you can waste time and material by, if you mess up at one point and nobody catches it, that's just scrap that's thrown out the way. And so that's why it's largely inefficient. And so if we're going to be able to see a pull system, again, this is going to be the same operators. And so in a pull system, we're going to have a specific goal that we're going to meet. And so we're going to have specific material that's going to be there to regulate just for that, to meet that requirement. And so in here as well, you're going to be able to you're going to be able to reuse waste material. And so that's something like materials will go down. And so for each output, your cost of goods is going to go down, your profit's going to rise. And so here, it's not like in the push system where, let's say the body makes 5 shoes here, and then they're all going to sit on the assembly line, waiting to be transferred into the upper body. Here, it's in the pull system, it's you make and go, you make and go, you make and go, you make and go. And so it's largely more efficient because you don't have any work in processes that are sitting there at the end of the day. Your operators in your space are still going to be the same, and you're going to be able to pump out more you're going to be able to pump out more finished goods at the end of the day. And so there was a report that said that Nike was able to increase their productivity from 10 to 20% upon using a pull or a lean manufacturing system. And they were able to reduce waste defects by 50%, in the factories that were using lean manufacturing versus those that weren't. And so you can see the difference as to why. And so it's a little bit less expensive because, again, you're able to reuse waste that they said they pump into soles, they pump into the upper body. They're able to reuse these materials so that it's cheaper. And so we're able to calculate this as eight products that were able to be been pushed out at the end of the day for $75. There's still 5 operators at $50 for each operation and $50 for each space that's required. And so our cost of goods will come out to $650, and we're able to make $600 at the end of the day. And still, I understand this number is negative. I didn't get the proper numbers, but you can see the difference as to how it's more efficient, essentially. And so this is how lean implementation is more efficient, because you're improving to reduce waste, you're improving to improve quality, and by doing so, you're able to, you work less hours during the day. You're pumping a specific goal that you want to meet. And here, once body is done pumping out once they meet their requirement for the day, body can come then here or throughout where the bottleneck is in the process, and they can help, improve efficiency there and make the production even faster, because at that point they're just standing there once they're done with them, when they're done with their part, versus in a push system where they're just pumping to stay busy, essentially. And so they're not really improving the quality, and they're just really pumping just to pump at that point. And so I hope that explained. I apologize for the angle as well. This is the best that I can do. But that yes, the lean implementation and lean manufacturing is a lot more efficient in reducing waste and improving quality and efficiency throughout the manufacturing lines. And so again, my name is Matthew Turner. I hope you enjoyed my description. I hope that was clear enough. I can, if you need to in person, I can explain it better if needed, or if you want to ask me any questions, I can expand on that. Alrighty, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Alrighty, bye-bye.